Hello and welcome. My name is Seminarian Paul Lacombe, and this is Heroes of Our Faith. This last week, we celebrated the feast of St. Therese of Lisieux on October 1st. St. Therese of Lisieux is the French Carmelite nun and doctor of the Church, and many people have a devotion to her because of her simplicity, her piety, and her humility, all of which are very important things that help bring us to our salvation. St. Therese entered the Carmelite monastery at 15, and there she lived and worked and prayed until the age of 24. 9 months prior to her death, she was in bed and she felt something steaming up into her mouth, and the next morning she coughed into her handkerchief and she found blood in the handkerchief. And as you know, consumption, or what we call modernly tuberculosis, that was a death sentence. Once you saw that, you knew you were going to die. And the first thing we noticed that's really not only peculiar but really amazing about this young nun is she didn't get angry at God, she didn't get all scared, she didn't start finishing things on a bucket list. She continued to live her life as a nun to the best of her ability. And in fact, not only this, but she didn't complain once. Oh, I'm sick. Oh, I'm hurt. Why is this happening to me? I had so much more to do in this life, all kinds of things that she could have been saying, could have been doing, but she continued to live her life as a nun. Towards the end of her life, a doctor even mentioned to someone else in the monastery that no one could understand the amount of pain or suffering that this nun was in. There she died at the age of 24. Her last words were, my God, I love you." That's very powerful. How often in even our own minute sufferings that we experience daily, the hot water being out, food not being as good as we need it to be, that friend saying something to you that hurts, that we complain or we get angry or we have some sort of negative emotion that keeps us from seeing the grace of God in our life. But this nun, who was in excruciating pain, bore her cross triumphantly and with great love. I look forward to seeing you next week when we talk about the next hero of our faith.